Breaking news! It's gonna be the best scavenger challenge video guide that you will ever see, just because it's the only scavenger challenge video guide that you will ever see online. I have not found another video guide on this challenge anyway. As you guys know, probably know by now, just because why else would you be watching this video? I don't promote my stuff. I'm not a YouTuber. There's no video guides online, and it kind of pissed me off, and so I wanted to make one. So I don't really care about all the likes and all that jazz. So just watch the video or don't. I don't really care. It's gonna go up anyway. So here's gonna be the gist of this video. If you know this challenge, it's looting 3,000 containers. I finished the game with sub 1,000, like 950 something. It was freaking insane. I put like 50 hours in this game and got like less than 1,000. After finding a bunch of guides, they all basically say fast travel from one place, fast travel to the next place, fast travel back to the other place, looting stuff in between. For some reason, for me, nothing worked. Like, it just didn't respawn. None of the cases, none of the suitcases, none of the trunks, nothing respawned. So it was taking me hours just to get like 50 or 60. Excuse me. So I did some air quote research. Research. I pushed my glasses up on my nose because I'm a freaking nerd. But to figure out which one's the best. And I think this is the best guide there is for this challenge to be able to make it go faster. Like I said, I get anywhere between 110, 130 containers a run, and this whole video is about 25 minutes long, almost 30 minutes long, but here in just a few seconds I'll be putting it to double speed, so just watch where I'm looting things, watch where I'm picking stuff up. I'm going to be talking kind of quick. I put it to double speed just because it is a 25-minute total video, and I didn't want everybody to be watching 25 minutes of me running around, and I didn't want to try to fill 25 minutes at a time, so just double speeded it. I'll explain some of the bigger stuff here when we get to it, but yeah, this challenge just sucks. That's all it says, all there is to it. I like 100%ing things as best I can, and this is the last thing I need. So here in a minute, I will slow it back down, just because there is a pretty big shortcut here just to save you a bunch of time. Once you get done with this cutscene, if you jump over here, you don't have to go fight all the zombies. You just kill this one. And then you can grab a couple cases while you're down here, grab the battery, and then go back up. Once you put the battery in the socket, into the breaker box, the socket's not a fucking light bulb, you goofus. Put it in the breaker box, the gate will start to close, and then if you go in the gate, as you'll see here in a minute, all the zombies will follow you. Once the gate closes, jump over the gate, kill the last two stragglers, then you don't have to waste your weapon durability, you don't have to try to fight them, it saves a bunch of time. It probably saves, I'd say, 2 or 3 minutes each run, depending on what weapons you have, see, and then you just kill these last two, and then call it good. Anyway, yeah, kind of the whole point of this video is just to show people the route. I tried making a text guide of it, and I got about halfway through and realized that it would be an entire, like, Great Wall of text, Great Wall of China text, just to point out everything. So I'm like, screw it, I'll just make a video. This is kind of like, it's just so much easier, honestly. I've never used the share play thing, so I'm like, why not? I used it years ago, but I haven't used it since getting a PS5. Anyway, I'm talking more about myself than about this video. Once you get to talking to Carlos, he'll give you a couple free things. I always pick up the 2 Benoit club and the whatever it is, baseball bat, just because I have them. There's about 4 or 5 things here to grab. And this is the boring part, is just getting through the Emma Johnson mansion. Once you get out of here, it really starts to pick up. So I've recorded this audio a few times, so I don't know if I'm kind of talking over myself, what I've already mentioned. So the whole strategy here is to start a new character, run through as fast as you can, get to this part here. Once you get down here, all of these, or most of these trucks and cars and police vehicles and vans and buses all have trunks and suitcases in them that you can open, and you get a majority of it here. You just kind of follow my routing guide here. Once you get to the end, if you go pretty quickly, I'm kind of making sure to show the suitcases so people can see it. If you are going fast enough, you can just spam your interact button, and you don't really have to be looking, and then you don't worry about the zombies chasing you or getting up to you because they will just be chasing you. They don't catch up to you. Um, but since I'm showing, I run into that a little bit. So once you get the route down, I get this down to like sub 20 minutes. I'm like 16, 17 minutes to run for 120 on average items. If you guys see other stuff, grab it. Obviously, this isn't like an end-all be-all guide. Quick note here: if you come around, follow the route I did, and you can come kill this named zombie before going down to the door where it tells you to come back up. You can skip about 10 or 15 seconds. I know it's 10, 15 seconds, but when you're doing this 20, 30 times, um, it adds up. Here's another big pile. You can get the bus. You can get about 15 to 20 different suitcases all the way along this alleyway. And this is an example of if I'm going fast enough, I won't have to deal with those zombies. But since I'm kind of showing a little bit more than I usually do in my normal runs, then they're kind of catching up to me, but not a huge deal. Excuse me. Once we get to the Halperin Hotel, sometimes you won't be level 4 at this point. Since I killed a few extra zombies, I was a little bit higher level. You'll see that I'll throw an item or a weapon at the explosive here. If you do this and you're not level 4, it will 100% of the time get you to level 4, so you can use the electrified machete that you make. So here's kind of the big routing time save. I usually just go left to right because it's easy. I'm kind of showing you there. If you want to get that weapon in there, there's the handle. This is me forgetting where the handle goes. It's right there. I don't do it just because it takes a lot of time for the water to shut off. And I'm all about time saves. A bunch of suitcases in there, a bunch of suitcases on the floor. If you come over here, break the glass, a couple in there you can loot, and then you can come around to the back there, grab a couple. If you go down there, they will be over leveled and you will die in one hit, just FYI. Don't ask me how I know. A couple there, truck will set the alarm off. More zombies will spawn. There's one under the desk over here. Oh, nope, not quite. Break another one. Right here, under the desk there, you grab. You can kind of see it quickly as I'm speeding past everything. Another tip is once you get past this area, before you go into the hotel, if you throw your meat bait out, it'll attract all these zombies. And then it'll keep them away from the entrance. Sorry, I kind of brain fart there. Entrance of the hotel, and then when you open it and it says like right here, kill them all, then you don't have to kill all those extra zombies because they're far enough back. It doesn't register them, and it just saves you not a whole lot of time, but all these little time saves add up over the course of like I said, 15, 20, 30 runs, depending on how many you need to do. And then a couple safety deposit boxes you have to pick up, or keys you can pick up to help. One right there. Drop kick. So this next part, I'm going to kick up to 4 times speed, because you literally just sit here and kill zombies. I usually throw a meat bait in the acid. Share play, I've never really used the share factory thing on the PS5. So it shows that it's going to be stuttery on my end for the 4 times speed, but it says it'll fix it in post-rendering. I don't really know. Like I said, I'm not a YouTuber. I just do this for fun occasionally. So it is, like I said, right here, super stuttery for me. It may not for you. If it is, it only lasts a few seconds. Kind of like me in bed. Anyway, Zynga. But yeah. So there's only one cash register here that you can get. Here I go back down to 2. I don't really want to do a whole bunch of cuts just because myself, or me personally, I get kind of lost if people do a bunch of cuts in the videos if I'm trying to follow it perfectly for routing and stuff. So it's just how I like it. So basically the entire name of the game for the hotel is to go in a room, do a perimeter search, and open everything up, and then go to the next room, and then go to the next room, do a perimeter search, go to the next room, and it's just rinse and repeat and rinse and repeat. Most of these rooms have something in the closets there. Some of them have stuff in the bathroom. Some of them have security deposit keys. I'm kind of over explaining a lot of this stuff just because I like to fill time here, but it's pretty self-explanatory. So once you get down to, we're coming up on about 2 minutes left in the video. I guess 3 because I lengthened it up a little bit, but coming up closer to the end, you'll see once you get to the air ducts and you drop down, not the air ducts, you get to the elevator and you drop down back to the main lobby, you can open up a couple of the security deposit boxes, save and quit, and then delete your character, and then go back to restarting with a new character, and then rinse and repeat, and just do this whole thing over and over again. 20 minutes, 120 containers opened. This is actually kind of cool. We'll save you a few seconds. I've learned this after doing this the entire time I've been doing this. I found out that you can just tank all that electricity and just skip it. Kind of cool. There's a safe there. Just break the bottom 2 there. A couple things in here, not a huge thing. If you continue straight, you'll find another security deposit key. Kill the zombie in here, hit him once anyway, get past him. These are, I'm just kind of talking over myself at this point, but it's basically the same through the entire run. It's just find the cases, quit the main menu, get a new character, rinse and repeat. So I guess now that I think about it, I didn't take into consideration the prelude. So you add probably 5 minutes onto that. So you're probably talking 25 minutes with a fast run once you get everything. Because there's only one container that's lootable in the prelude. And it's right before you jump up onto the airplane, I believe. But it's not a huge deal. There's no really routing guide to it. You just go through and follow all the prompts. So I didn't want to leave that in the video to make it even longer than it had to be. But like I said, we're coming up on the end here. Just wanted to give you guys a quickest possible guide, just because I haven't found one online, and I know sometimes that frustrates me if I can't find something online that a quicker guide than what I think there should be. So here's where I quit. You don't have to go fight her because there's nothing in there. Sometimes I do just to break up the monotony, but just save and quit, delete the character, create a new one, and repeat. Well, thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far, thanks, I guess. I don't really do this very often, so yeah, have a good day, good night, whatever. It's late. Go to bed.